broadcast the session live on YouTube. They said to give it a shot again. Look at this. It's 6:30, so we'll get started. So I'm gonna give you all pen and paper. Invite you all to set your personal intention, and whatever energy comes out will support that for each one of you individually. And this is something private, so you can keep it, do what you want with it. Some of you will feel like keeping it in a special place. Others of you will feel like burning that shit up. Some of you will just put it in a purse and just forget about it. But the energy is real, and I've been guided to do it this way. So,
intentions of what?
Yeah,
No problem.
Whatever. And if you don't have specifics, it's okay to be very, very general. It's okay to be very general with it if you don't have specifics. While you're doing that, while I'm drinking my hot tea with honey and cream in it, I want to thank you all for being here. The 6 of you plus me make 7. Oh, we got that group 7 energy going on again, which has been coming out over and over in my personal experience in so many ways. But tonight we do have 13 bowls here. I was talking with Shanae about it before you all arrived. She was the first one here early with me, and I was like, oh, 13. She's like, that's my number. Your birthday, right? And she's like, yeah. So she got a birthday coming up. But for me, with that, I just saw the 13. In the tarot, the 13 is the death card, and a lot of people see it from movies and stuff, and it frightens them. And I'm just like, but it's a good energy because it's the release of the old, allowing room for the new life and the new rebirth, the regeneration of what it's become. And as I'm saying that, I'm hearing, yeah, you've got to release the old self. The old self dies for the new self to emerge. And often, many of you know me personally, and many of you know that my father, he died because he took his own life. And what had been revealed to me over the course of the years about that was, oftentimes people they just get tired of life. Life has its difficult moments, and sometimes it feels so weighted. People just want to stop. I just don't even want to fucking live anymore, they say to themselves. But what they don't know is when they feel that, they're looking at it from a physical perspective. And what the divine revealed to me was that whenever they have that feeling, it's not the physical death that they're seeking. They're seeking a spiritual death. There's something in their heart. There's something in their mind. There's something in their energy field that's fulfilled its time. It's served all the purpose it has to deliver, and it's time to let it go. We just had a full moon in Gemini recently, so there has been a recent release. And so the moon comes and it goes full and new, 28-day cycle, so this happens all the time. But there's something significant about the time that we're living in, and the fact that we're all here together, all of us ladies, you know, it is a time of balancing. If you look at the oldest religious artifacts that they found, they're all feminine. They're all of female bodies. And so that lets us know that the feminine was held in a greater honor in more ancient times. And then over the years, and they're saying, yeah, there's even those island of Lesbos, island of Lesbos stories of history of women that just ruled their whole community. But that's from another time. And then the masculine dominated energy came around, and we've been living under a masculine dominated society for such a long time. And this isn't a feminist rant, but what they want me to share, which maybe we've had these conversations personally, or maybe we haven't, maybe you've pondered it, maybe you haven't. But one thing that women do naturally, every month, just like the moon does its cycles every month, I love the way you brought that back around full circle, thank you, is we release a blood sacrifice. All women do it naturally. And so as we've lived under a male-dominated society for so long, we've found all these wars and stuff because that's the only way they can make a blood sacrifice. And so what we're coming into now is more of a balance of masculine and feminine energies. And my daughter came across some really interesting research that she shared with me a while ago that talked about before major shifts in society, there's always this androgyny that occurs, is the best way I can describe it. But there's a lot more increase in homosexuality, but it's because the energies become more balanced before a huge shift. And I see, and you probably agree, that we're living in that time now. Because, you know, back when I was a kid, gay was a lot different than it is today. And you don't have to be gay to be in vibe with this. And I'm the only one in this room that I know of. I'm just saying. But there is a balance of these energies right now. And so I've been noticing in my interactions with people that there's more respect coming even from men. Not to say that they're all that way, but I have been meeting more who really honor the feminine aspects. And so now they're showing me a story to tell you about a time when a girl and her mother were on the freeway, and they were driving on the freeway. And in the middle of the lane, what girl and what mother? Why don't you want to tell them it was you? I don't know. Why don't everybody have to know all my business? Because this is what we do. Okay, fine. So me and my daughter are on our way back from Henderson towards North Las Vegas. We're driving in the Cutlass. We're cruising in the center lane of the freeway on the 95, right about Flamingo. The spirit took over because in the middle of my lane, way down ahead, it was a complete engine. And I'm telling you, I could see the carburetor, I could see the head covers, I could see the oil pan underneath it. It was just sitting in the lane. And spirit took over my body and had me floor the gas and cut off the car on the right. Because had I tried to go to the left, I would have gotten a crash. There's one or two cars that was on there. So it wasn't until 10 years later, another experience happened where, again, crazy stuff in the highway. A giant tractor trailer tire was in the highway lane I was driving in. And so I had to drive over the lane, barely over the lane, safely. And I was able to do so to avoid crashing into this fucking tire that all of a sudden is in my lane. And as I moved to make my way onto the I-15 North, there's a giant dually truck in front of me, lifted up. I couldn't see nothing around him, but here I am safely pulling into off-ramp. And as soon as I came around, there was no time to physically react, but the timing was perfect because the exact match to that giant fucking tractor trailer tire was right in front of my car. And, you know, the timing was perfect. Now, I get back home. Neighbors are outside socializing. I decide to stop outside and socialize with them a little bit before I go in. And one of the neighbors, he had lived in that same community for over 10 years. And so as I'm telling them the experience, it reminds me of the engine in the road. So I tell that experience, and he's like, I used to live here. I remember that. Interesting thing about this friend, his name is Moochie. He's from Akron, Ohio. And he had the same birthday as me, but he was 10 years older. Now this is 10 years after the whole engine thing, and he's like, you know, a man and his son died in that situation. I said, no, I didn't. I'm glad I didn't, because it was really disturbing to hear that instead of me and my daughter dying, a man and his son died. Apparently it took a long time to find a man that dropped the engine in the highway and took off like it was nothing. But I heard he was serving time. But I bring all that up because there's been a lot of attempts to kill the feminine energy again. And those attempts fail. A lot of those attempts are spiritual assassination attempts. They don't know who you are. They don't know where specifically you are. But, you know, there's been a very dark forces on our earth doing very dark things, and we've all seen it in different ways. And so I say all of this to say, in the powerful feminine energy that you be, and the fact that we all in this room anyways have the privilege of being in female bodies during this lifetime, we are blessed, safe, and protected, no matter where we are in our skin. Because the earth itself, the entire universe, loves our feminine energy. And as I say that, they're telling, yeah, it was years I didn't wear any makeup. And they're like, yeah, tell them. And now not only are we wearing makeup, we're wearing false eyelashes, and it's still really uncomfortable, but we're doing it. And they're saying it's an honoring of the feminine in a way that's showing up physically. So whatever way you're showing up in your feminine energy, it's a very sacred time to be in a feminine body and honor your feminine energy, even if for those who were in masculine bodies, which I'm seeing more of that. So we're living in a powerful time. I've invited you to write your intentions down. I'm going to ask you all to just get it one more time for me. I got 2 decks on the table. If you could just, however you want to pick a card, let me spread them out for you. And then set them all in a pile. They don't have to be separate piles, but set them all in a pile for me, because these are going to help form our guided meditation. So if you all wouldn't mind grabbing one from each deck and building me a pile, we'll start the actual guided meditation and sound bath shortly. But I want you to take something away with you today, and it is this. I am always, always blessed, safe, and protected on all time, space, and dimension. And I said always twice, but why did I say always twice? Because I refer to it in 2 different ways. I say always to mean all the time. Always, one word, ALWAYS. And then I said it the second time, 2 words, ALLWAYS, meaning in every way. So everywhere, at every time, and in every way, you are always blessed, safe, and protected on all time, space, and dimension. And my knowing of that is shared with you energetically. And now that your ears have heard it, your brain will retain it. Whether it's word for word or just a knowing, that's fine. It doesn't matter. But everywhere you go, oh, thank you. And so they want to just talk to you a little bit more. So many women so used to, oh, I can't dress like that. It's not safe because it's going to be late and I got to walk by myself. And all this stuff. The feminine energy had been under attack, especially in the physical form, so long that a lot of ladies have really shrunk back from their feminine energy. And anybody who's in vibe with this energy and everybody that's here, you're safe to be as feminine as you want to be. You will always be blessed, safe, and protected. You'll leave at the perfect time. That person won't see you. They'll be looking the other direction. They will have just dropped their whatever and they're bent over, and they'll miss you. They'll miss you. Even if a gunman came and shot up this whole place, all of us will be sitting in here just say, bullet holes be riddled everywhere, and we'll be just fine in our energy because we are blessed, safe, and protected on all time, space, and dimension. Why on all time, space, and dimension? Because this is not just for us now. This is for all the versions of us. It touches all of our ancestors. It touches all of the progeny that we ain't even met yet and they ain't even thought of, ain't even a twinkle in somebody's eye yet. But this is what we do. And thank you, they're not done. There's an experience from my mother's life she shared with me while she was still alive, that she had a great-grandmother. I don't know if it was her grandmother or my great-grandmother, but which would be the same person, right? Oh, okay, got it. Thank you. And so she lived at a time where Buddhism was being extinguished from South Korea, where my mother was from and where I was born. And so that was their traditional religion there. And then they came in, the Christians came in, and this is not about religion, but this is about the intention. So the Christians came in, they start trying to change everybody's religion. And my mother told me that her grandmother was locked in a cabin with no food and no water in the dead of winter in Seoul, Korea, where it snows. They have 4 seasons and it gets very cold there, and left to die. And after the second suicide experience in my direct personal life, my daughter and I sitting at the kitchen table and channeling messages, and this great grandmother comes through and she said, yeah, it was two masculine. She didn't tell me specifically who they were, but I got the vibe like it was her brother and her father. They set her up because she wouldn't leave the Buddhism beliefs. Now, I don't participate or claim to any religions or titles, but one of the things that I've observed about Buddhist beliefs is they're actually very in harmony with the universe. They're actually very peaceful people. And so she showed me that they set her up because she wouldn't change to Christianity. She wouldn't turn her back on her faith. And because it was her brother's, and because the feminine energy was under attack, and she could see that, she set an intention that any female in her family line ever to come who tried to leave an unhealthy situation and was being detained from saving herself would always be blessed, safe, and protected, no matter what, even if it took the aggressor's own hand to remove them from the situation. And that's the reason for both suicides. Now, why do I bring all that craziness up? Because that woman's intention from all those generations ago is still alive It's still active. It's still working. It's still protecting. It's still serving. It's still giving. Likewise, each one of you come from your own long line of ancestors. And in that ancestry, we don't know who they were. We don't know their names. We don't know where they lived. And there's not even an oral story to tell about them. But they prayed for us. They set intentions for us. They did energy work for us. They stayed alive for us to be here and now. At this time of humans' history, the most significant time to be alive is right now. This is why all the religious people talking about a rapture, this is why the Mayan calendar came to an end in 2012. We're at a time where things are changing, and our feminine energy is so important. It's so valuable because it is what is required to elevate in order to create the balance, which is going to create the next evolution, which is already unfolding. We're living in that time now. So I'm really excited to do this with you. I love the fact there are 7 of us ladies here, very powerful women. I know each one of you personally, and I know each one of you as extremely powerful woman. You've accomplished things that other people could only dream of, and there's so much more here for you. There's so much more for you to do. You are meant to enjoy your life. You deserve all the good things you ever wished for anybody else. You don't owe anyone suffering. You are just and right, validated to honor and assert boundaries and to enforce that shit like your life depends on it, because it does. And you got this. So with all that being said and done, everybody wrote their affirmation down, their personal intention. Need more time, anybody? Because I know I'm talking. Are we good?
We're good.
All right. Let's take these cards and see how they want to play with us today. Please make sure your phones are silenced. Let me do the same. And then grab my tea. Oh, I didn't put me a cushion today. I'm gonna need a cushion because I'll be sitting there for a minute. Grab my cushion. We do have water in our bowls today. Last time we did this, we didn't have water in the bowls. I was guided to leave them dry. Water speaks to water. So as each of these bowls has its frequency, this chakra color that it's related to is the color of the bowl, in case any of you were wondering. But so as these sounds come from these bowls, the water will vibrate, and it's just gonna add like some nos on top of our session, because it's already happening anyways. The sound frequency is here, but the water is also going to speak to the water instead of just the sound vibrations. We're going to enhance it all. So let me get in my spot and see what cards we have. My body is healthy. My mind is brilliant. My soul is tranquil. They said pause. We want to invite you all to breathe. Make sure you stay aware to breathe. It's easy to forget to breathe. So we would encourage you, if you don't know, if you need some assistance, because this is a guided meditation, they said, you should be telling them how to breathe. I said, okay, fine. So breathe. I learned a beautiful breathing technique from Abraham Hicks that I like to use when I do intentional meditation. And I say intentional meditation because my entire life is a meditation. If you know me well, you've heard this before. But breathing technique from Abraham Hicks. She said one of the beautiful things when meditating is to get the mechanical mind busy. And so this is why when you do that thing that you do all the time, for me, it happens when I'm doing nails. I bet you, Tony, you run, you probably get a lot of epiphanies and downloads while you're running. For some, it's when you're driving long distance, you get these epiphanies and down, because the logical brain at that point is fully engaged in what it's doing, so it's kind of out of the way. And so in this breathing technique from Abraham Hicks, she talks about taking a count of 3, slow counted 3, deep inhale breath, and then a little bit faster from 4 to 8, a 5 count out, and to repeat. So I'll show you how that looks, and you can catch that rhythm if you want to. It will keep the logical part of your brain if you're comfortable with that. But there's no doing this right or wrong. Just remember to breathe even if you don't like it. So it would be in, out, In, out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's that breathing technique if you want to use that. But start your consciously breathing now, because what's going to happen is as you settle into this session, you'll probably just get into a real soft, easy breath. And your breath is always with you. And if we all breathe in all the air we can all around the world at the same time, there's still an abundance of oxygen available for all of us. So my body is healthy, my mind is brilliant, my soul is tranquil. I trust myself to make the right decision. I listen to my intuition and trust my inner guide. I am a powerhouse. I am indestructible. I am adventurous. I overcome fears by following my dreams. My drive and ambition allow me to achieve my goals. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, a divine plan. Sisterhood of the rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. And as I read the messages on the cards that you all pulled, how perfect is that? Because I feel like we've already touched on and spoken of in the channel message a lot of the points that came out in your cards. So with all that, I'm going to have a final sip before we play these bowls. And I might speak, and there may be some moments of silence. I expect I will speak a lot more than be silent. But if you need or choose or want to invite in any specific deities, gods, parts of yourself, ancestral lines, soul team, into your personal experience, you're more than welcome to do that. There's not a right or a wrong way to do that, and I believe in all of that, and it's the same thing, and it's my highest self, future self, the divine self, and my authentic self. And so that's always with me. I don't have to call it in, but some people really like to do that. So I leave in space for you to do that if that's what you want to do. We're safe here. Okay. Damn, that's good. All right, here we go. I do, I see, I be, I am me. Authentically, divinely, beautifully, intoxicatingly. My energy is attractive. I am attractive. I be attractive. I see attractive. I do attractive. magnetic. It's automatic that I am magnetic. It's part of the human design that I am magnetic. I magnetize things to me all the time. I am magnetic. Sometimes I didn't like the things I magnetized to me, but that's okay, because it taught me to be more different in the way I focus upon things, and now I'm choosing to focus on different things altogether, because I'm magnetizing, and I'm always magnetizing things to me. And why is that? It's because of my point of focus, you see. Where your focus goes, energy flows, and that's what grows. I'm always magnetizing things to me, so I choose to focus in a beautiful way. I choose to focus on me in a beautiful way. No longer those ugly words in a mirror do I say. Rather than that, I am choosing to empower myself in each and every possible way. At my pure essence, I am energy. The energy that I be and see and am and do is love. These are my facts. As a matter of fact, no matter what marks I make on this world, the longest lasting, the most powerful, and the most effective ones are going to be the love that I create, do, am, and be. And it's okay always to love. It's okay always to be love. It's okay always to see love. It's safe for me to love. But it's also safe for me to love while honoring my own healthy boundaries. And understanding that love and presence are not attached, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for all I've learned and all I've grown. So thankful and grateful for all that I've become and all more that I will become and all that I have been to get me here to this place now where I sit. And I'm also near to where I want to be, but I remember where I am is where I used to want to be. I sit and focus upon my own energy in a way that is done extremely powerfully. We've all made mistakes, but those mistakes help make us great. Without the challenges, I wouldn't know how awesome I am. Without the difficulties, I would have never found my strength. And this is where I am. And from my power, I attract. And from my power, I magnetize. I am so magnetic. And I am the highest self speaking to you the things that you know are true about you, about me, about us, about we. Everything's happening for a reason. It always has. And I'm so thankful and grateful for every season that I've had. Yet now I choose to be where my feet are. And you know what I found out? Was that I'm a shining star. No matter who you are, shining bright you'll see what you can truly be. stop and think about it. I've been living this life magnificently. Almost couldn't say that word because it's kind of hard to choke it up. So cocky, so full of yourself. You think so much of yourself. That's right, you damn Skippy. I deserve that. I deserve that. And more. And I welcome all that the universe has in store for me. And the ancestors that support me. This room is so full. This room is so full of all the ones that came before me to create the special recipe that I sit here and be today. For this powerful time of transformation. I beautify the earth by my presence. I am essential here at this time. Everything is happening by divine design. And what is the divine design? But it's the highest part of my consciousness. Some would even call it my mind. See, I'm greater though than this body be. The size of my energy you can't even see. And as I say that, I see my wings. My wings, my angel wings, they're tinted with black at the tips because we've touched that evil shit too. There's a whole lot of gangster in this spiritual. Don't get twisted. And that's okay. It's perfect, actually. It's that balanced energy. Yeah. The Red Bull gives you wings, but I make you fly, baby. I'm the future you. I'm the past you. I'm the pretty you. I'm the ugly you. I'm all the you you've ever been. All the you haven't met yet. But I'm you. You are me. We are one. At the end of the day, in the beginning of the day, see, energy, they say, cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transmuted. And if that's true, you've always been here too. As well as every one of those ancestors that are here, filling the room, supporting you. Always by your side. You think I'd leave your side, baby? You know me better than that. You think I'd leave you down when you're down on your knees? I wouldn't do that. No, I will never leave you. I will always be right by your side because you'll always be my baby. And I love you. I really do. And that'll never change on all time, space, and dimension. Oh, and the little baby you, just so carefree. You were so cute too as you danced about freely and you played and you giggled and you laughed. Those are memories that last. And life got a little hard, didn't it? Walked away a little scarred, didn't you? And all that did was add to your beauty. Your experience. Your wisdom. Your self-awareness. And your empowerment. Divinely designed of a perfect recipe. And every smile, every yell, every grin, and every growl. Perfect in your authenticity. We love your love and peace and happiness. But that's okay. Sometimes you even feel anger or stress. And that's okay. You are meant to feel the entire array of humanness. That's That's why you came in this body at this day, you see? Yes, everything happens for a reason. And boy, I'm loving the season that I'm in here today, because this is where my energy is focused right now. And tomorrow never comes anyhow. It's always today. It's always right now. It's always right here. I'm here and now. And I be where my feet are. And I see my shining star. I am a shining star. No wonder I've been under attack. I bring light where there's a darkness, where there's so much lack. Yes, I bring light where there's darkness, where there's shadow, where there is none to be seen, and that's why they all see me. See, the light that's in me is observed by them. That's why when I walk in the room, everybody just looks at me, no matter where I go. There's a whole bunch of people here. Why are everybody looking at me all the time? It's because you carry that energy divine. The whole of me in authenticity. This is what I am. This is who I be. And I don't have to please the people anyways, you see? The only one I was ever meant to please was me. No, not in that dark way. A lot of people don't like it when that's what I say, but there's a way that I can do it that's respectful of the others. But at the same time, it doesn't matter what they think, whether it is my lover, my mother, or my brother. I honor me. This is my life, and I'm living my best life. I don't have to get their approval. I don't have to get their appreciation or have them see things my way. I'm a free, independent thinking being. I'm a woman, hear me roar. That lion energy coming through. Shake your head some more. My vibration is rising. I am the oracle. It's amazing how I just can see what's going on and predict it and tell it, and I didn't even know what I had said. But then it comes told to me, and they're like, you know what you said? You were so right. I tend to be right more than I'm wrong. Oh man, you're not wrong. Boy, they don't like it when I'm right. As a matter of fact, they don't like it when I'm right so much that they just rather say, you're not wrong. But why can't you just say I'm right? It's okay. I'm too far out of sight for so many of these. Again, it's awesome to know that I'm not here in order to have them be pleased. I'm here to live my life to the fullest. I have goals. I have desires. I have cravings. And I have given myself too many excuses for why I shouldn't do that. And today, I kick that out. Today, I welcome in, yes, you can, you got this. Butterfly in the sky, you can fly twice as high. Take a look, it's in the nook of your own rainbow. Yes, as we sit and receive the sound of the bowls and our energy aligns with the authenticity of our souls, our chakras align too. And anything that didn't allow that, we've already let it go. And I breathe in gratitude, freely, easily, delicious. the great things that this universe has for me. See, I would offer that to anybody else if I could, and I've told them, you got this. You deserve it. Just say yes. Say thank you, and go. Take it. Go. I deserve that too. Yes, I do. I make an agreement with myself that replaces all vows, oaths, and prior agreements of lack and limitation. Instead, today, I allow myself to be in receptivity, saying yes, please, and thank you when my desires are handed to me freely and easily. What do you know? It's on a 2-for-1 too. Whoa. It's okay for me to live in satisfaction. I'm safe to be happy. I'm safe to love and be loved. I'm safe to receive and say thank you. And I'm safe to give when I want to and feel drawn to. But I don't have to follow their orders. I don't have to bow down and submit. It's okay for me to choose. It's okay for me to have and do and be. It's okay for me to live in this fulfilled energy. I give myself the permission to live in satisfaction and fulfillment and joy. I give myself permission to go ahead and take time to play with the toy. Whatever it takes to keep my vibration and my energy feeling riding high. Because if nothing else, that's something that's easily controlled by me, is how I feel in this moment, here and now. I don't have to let anything change my feeling, change my vibration, change the vibe of my day. Because I'm now living in more than ever emotional mastery, self-awareness, confidence, and power. And just like nobody else can control it for me, I can't control it for them, so I just stop trying. I just let them be where they're at and give them space. Especially if it's something that I don't want in my face. That's okay. They're allowed to feel any type of way. They're safe to do that too. And even though they might not want to hear it from me, they may wish that I would get down in the dumps with them, you see, but that doesn't help them or me, so I'm going to stop doing that. And anywhere where I've already stopped doing that, I'm just going to let that grow. I'm just going to let that keep growing. Their problem is theirs, it's not mine. It's not that I don't care, it's just that it's not mine. Like literally, it's not mine. I don't have to take yours. It's safe for me to mind my own business, and where we're meant to interact, we will. Where our roads are meant to cross, they will. And you know what? We'll both end up eventually having to walk away still, and that's okay. At the end of the day, I started with me and I'll end with me. And since it's always going to be me, that's what I have to honor and safeguard and protect and allow and receive and be. Everybody else is taken anyways, you see. Remember when I thought I couldn't do this, I couldn't be that, I couldn't go here, I couldn't have that. And so many things that I once could not, I now do. I'm not done yet though. There's more of that to come through. I'm a powerhouse. I'm indestructible. I've made it through some things that other people have been stuck in for decades, and look at me, I'm doing great. I've made it through things that I never thought I could. I've made it through things that I thought would break me, but yet I stood and I still stand tall, 10 toes down, and I let my energy just fly and do and be and get everywhere it want to be. Go all the way around, in and out, up and down, all around, having fun in the town, in the city, in the myself permission to enjoy. I give myself permission to be at peace. I give myself the permission to explore new things of my interest, knowing that creation is always being expanded through me. I give myself permission to learn and explore what else information is out there that would delight me to know, that would delight and fulfill my soul. I've tried some things and I'll try some more. I find my courage, I find my bravery, and I expand and I become more. Yes, I've survived things that were sent to take me out, and of that I have no doubt. But I'm supposed to be here, that's why I'm here now. And I'm not done yet, that's why I keep waking up anyhow. I listen to my intuition and I trust my inner guide. It's always on my very own side. It leads me every day. I have the intuitive guidance that this time I should go that way. Instead of the same way I always do. I switch up the routine and I add in something new. And I bless myself and pour all the wish fulfillment and the protection and the satisfaction and the positivity over me. I pour it over my past self even, you know, because that version of me needed it and has it through me. As a matter of fact, right now, I'm just gonna send some love to all I used to be. That little scared child that I was, the confused and forlorn teenager that I was, the person that I used to be that didn't know that we could get to this point in life, you see. I send a lot of love and encouragement and pure positivity. You make it through, we really do. Look how far we've come. We're not done yet. There's so much more that we want to have some more fun. And I speak beautifully over my life. No longer is that the tragedy that ruined my life, but I'm able now to see how that actually strengthened me, empowered me, and gave me more experience. It made me kinder, it made me more compassionate, it made me wiser actually now that I think about that. I have plenty of time. I'm in the perfect place. From where I am, there's so much more for me to embrace, and that's perfect, you see. How the universe is always conspiring for me. Yeah, for me, not against me. It's always in favor of me. It loves me here. Remember, I was right here for this specific time. In this energy, perfectly aligned. And then again, I breathe. Grateful for the breath that fills my lungs, for the energy that I be, for the experiences I've had, and all the more for me to see. I'm grateful for this space. I'm grateful for these people. I'm grateful for these sounds. I'm grateful for these tools. I'm grateful for these clothes. I'm grateful for my skin. I'm grateful for my ears and the beating within of my heart and the pulsing of the blood through every extremity. I don't even have to think about it. I don't even have to ask it to start. And I breathe. My body is healthy. It does what it's supposed to. When I stop and think about it, I'm so thankful and grateful for it too. Somewhere out there, there's a lady with no legs and no arms. I have all that. Somewhere out there, there's a man Ones you can see and ones that are invisible too. Ones that I've yet to get to know and the others that I've already knew. My mind is brilliant. I'm always coming up with great ideas. I always have something funny to say. My mind sometimes plays games with me too anyway. I've gotten used to that. I know sometimes it makes sense and sometimes it's just some silliness. And either way, it's perfect because my mind is brilliant. It's constantly working. As a matter of fact, it works so well, sometimes I gotta ask it to sit down and take a break, bro. So I can just relax. And that's okay too. See, I got caught up in this idea of this society that I must always be busy at doing something. That's not true. Literally all I have to do is just be. I can sit here minding nothing but my mood and my frequency and still be attracting and magnetizing to me. And it was always working, but was not always in my favor. And the more and more I start to learn about this life and the way this beautiful mechanism works, I understand that where my focus goes, energy flows, and that's what grows. So I choose to focus positively on what I have. I focus on what I have, what I'm grateful for. I know that there's still going to be more. And it's okay for me to pick and choose from the catalog of life. I don't have to accept just any old thing. I can say yes, I can say no. Either way, I'm divinely authorized to do so anyway. It's my life. I give myself permission to trust my intuition. I give myself permission to explore my world. I give myself permission to receive the fulfillment of all my hopes and dreams come true. Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take one look and you'll see your creation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and see it. Anything you want to be it. If you can see it, if you can feel it, you can have it, do it, and be it. So I choose to be the change I'd like to see. And here now, I say goodbye and thank you to the old versions of me and allow myself to be made new. The most powerful, spectacular, and mesmerizing versions of me and you. And I know in the depths of my soul, with the evidence in my face, that I'm always supported and I'm always granted grace. The ancestors that came before me, the ones that come after, they all benefit from my energy that I do and be. Yet I don't do it for them, I do it for me. myself to dance with life, knowing that just like on the dance floor, I gotta take some steps forward and some steps back, but it all equals into this beautiful experience of which there is no lack. That thing that's been calling on my heart, it's ready for me to start. So I take the first logical step and the next after that, and I keep on moving and feeding it the vision of my imagination, of its completion, of its maturation, of its success, of its usefulness, how my visions and dreams answers the prayer of people that I've never even seen. So thankful and grateful for all I've been, all I do, all I see, all creation, love, source, God, divinity, the universe, Gaia, this energy, for sound, for voice, for thought. So grateful for breath. I'm so grateful for everything that ever caused me any stress, because now I know better than that. Oh man, I make better choices every day. Goodness gracious me, oh my. Lord of mercy. I feel my vibration raising. I feel my energy flying. And my wings, so beautiful, fully supporting me. My angels, my ancestors, my guides, my loved ones in spirit, always coming through, and more I pay attention, the more I hear it. I am loved, I am supported, I am important. I'm here perfectly and specifically for this time, for this purpose, for this reason, in the perfect place, in the perfect timing, in the perfect space, in the perfect energy. There is nothing wrong with me. I'm perfectly fine. Yeah, I made some choices that were difficult, but I learned from them, empowered myself, built some boundaries, and enforced them in time. I'm greater now than I've ever been, fully supported in the physical realm and the spiritual realm and everything in between. I'm never alone. The room is so full. Angels and ancestors just flying around, sitting around, crowded in every nook and cranny because there's so many of them. And they're mine. And they love me and they support me. And I'm ready for the new adventure. And I'm ready for the new experience. And I'm ready to meet the new me. I've overcome fears. I've moved closer to my dreams. And I'm getting higher. Closer to my dreams. But see, I'm living what used to be my dream in so many ways, in this way too. So thankful and grateful for my breath. And that's what I'm going to focus on now. That's exactly what I'm going to do. set some intentions when you got here and we started this session. So as I ask you this question, if you're in agreement in your mind, or if you choose with your voice, if you choose to accept what I say, you can give your yes, yes, whether it's silently or audibly. But you created an intention. There's a calling on your soul. And anything that doesn't allow you to fulfill that, any part of you that is afraid, any part of you that doesn't know how, any part of you that feels like it won't work anyhow, would you like to uncreate and destroy all that right now on all time, space, and dimensions? Yes, yes? I want to thank you all for being here. This concludes our session for today. So thankful and grateful. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Whew. Thank you, guys. Well, that was different. It's always different, but that was different.